think when you get to that age of 30, you start to look beyond the playing career as much as we'd all like to play till we're 50, 60 years of age. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So. You'll get there, you'll get there, you'll get there, you'll get there. Brilliant you, fantastic you.
Everybody, I think, should do the coaching badges while we're in the sport. You know, it's something we love, so it's something, for me, I would like to keep in after football. And I thought, why not? A lot of my friends are on it, so I thought, let's do it.
Remember what I say, you're always in the play, right? When the ball's in there, move with it, yeah? Move with it, don't be all open. Start coming across, start being ready, all right?
The first team players are doing their UEFA B licence through the PFA, and the club and the community trust have come together to organise the course with the community groups. So it's about bringing people together, allowing our first team players to interact with the community groups and really help them in terms of their football development.
I think now more than ever, especially with the young managers that are coming into the game, the young managers getting them opportunities, I think it's important for me to sort of do my badges. More so because I've got them in the pocket, and so that when I do retire, I finish playing, I haven't got to go through this process of doing the badges when I'm not playing.
I want you to step back and just watch
the yellows
and then see how you fix them.
Yeah.
Because it's his session.
Yeah.
Your guys are pressing anyway, so they're doing what they need.
Yeah.
But I think you can have a big impact when you just step back, watch.
Yeah.
The thing that you've been brilliant at is you can recognise what's happening in the game. Most people can't.
Yeah.
So recognise it and then try and fix it either in the bits or stop it and go on coaching.
Yeah. I think when you first do it, the fear that runs through your body is crazy. I think because you're so used to being regimented, scheduled, like I'm a player, right, this is the coach. And then when you're on the other side of it and you have eyes looking at you and what you're saying and how you present yourself, it's been a strange feeling. But I think the more we've sort of gone on month by month and the more we've learnt on the things we need to include as coaching, the more comfortable I felt. I think today's session is probably the most comfortable felt, and now I think for me it's about learning from them things, working on the improvements. I actually seen them doing things without actually me telling them for this part, because they'd seen it in the first part. Do you know what I mean? I think like when you tell them individually, like when you said about the right back, you know, you said about coming round, like I sort of pulled him to one side individually, and I did the same with the left. I just said, listen, like when the ball's on the side, can you get around? And from then on, the right back was like unbelievable, just picked up like that. That was unbelievable.
But we presume that they know stuff and they do it if they don't. But when you show him and you show that you care,
it's mad actually.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's that one thing when I stopped them. I only stopped them once or twice. But the one time I stopped them was when they kept passing the ball in the same square for 7, 8, 9 passes, which is good for 3, 4 passes because you want to suck them in. You know, I told them to switch it and done it every single time after without fail. It's mad how quickly they do take on the information when you tell them the right thing. So.
Listen, there's going to be some constructive work to go on. I think it's really important that we go, that was pretty good, lads.
No, that was probably the most comfortable I've felt.
It's been a bit of an eye-opener really, because normally you just turn up to football and everything's done for you. So once you start doing it and you realise how much you've actually got to do, how much detail you have to go in on things.
So nobody start going on your own. For example, wait, so you see this, as soon as that long ball goes, read it, and then we're there. But when we go, it's, come on then, us two, let's go. We're in here. I'm cutting one angle, you're cutting the other. We're like this, all right? You understand, yeah? So all don't do the same thing. As a free, pick a line, all right? Yeah? And I promise you, as loud as you can, because it'll put people off, all right? The boys in here, what you've got to do, if that ball goes over there, we're moving, we're talking, yes, right shoulder, left shoulder, yeah? As loud as you can. I want to hear you. Lads, it can't be me driving it, all right?
Planning and preparation is a huge part in coaching. And something that I strongly believe in. So it's kind of planting the seeds so that they can go away and discuss it together and build their love for coaching as well. And the idea for that is that when they come in today, they're as prepared as they can be. They've talked about it, they've discussed it. They're not just turning up and throwing out some cones. And you can see that in the sessions that they're putting on. All that comes from preparation. So the stuff that you did before, the bits that you've put in before is starting to come out. And this is more like the game. This is more like your training sessions. So you've built yourselves up to where you're in such a comfortable point that now we've got to start digging.
It's quite hard to explain at the start because, see, again, maybe a bit young, we probably made it a bit too complicated. You know what I mean? I don't know. I thought I explained it quite well, but the lads didn't really understand it. You know what I mean?
Understand it. It's just completely different.
I think everyone you speak to would say the same thing about Nev. He's brilliant. He's so in detail. It's crazy how much knowledge he's got, and sometimes when he helps intervene in sessions, it's mad how he's just so calm and composed with it. And he's been massive for us. I think all the boys would say the same. We're just trying to learn everything we can off him, and one day we can hopefully reach his level.
Go ball, let's go, tight, get across, go on, lock in, go closer. Go on then, who's doing that one? Do that one, Do that one. Tight, tight, tight. Go on. Can't come out. Can't come out. Can't come out. Ah, too easy. Is what we're trying to say is at the minute, we lose the ball, we've got everybody like this. A counter press, you've got it. So what we're saying is when the ball's moving over here, tuck in. But this is where I need you to voice it right from behind and be saying, right lads, get across, get across. I don't need you necessarily to be flying out here. Where are you? Yeah, what I want you to do is I want you to keep your shape, stay in. And then what it is when we lose the ball, we tuck in, we come across, everybody moves round one, and it's like you're on a piece of string. Do you know what I mean? And what we're saying is to you, is squeeze the pitch. If you're down here, you see the last one there when you won it, that was because you were here. So when the ball comes, you can get it. Do you know what I mean? If you start playing down there, as soon as that ball drops in here and he spins or whatever, you're too far to recover. So what I'm saying to you is when we're attacking, squeeze the pitch. Lads, be right in here. So you're closer to it. You've got to accept you're going to have to give this side away. But if we have the right pressure and the right numbers to it, they shouldn't be able to get out. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah?
You know, one day I do want to be a manager. I believe that the game is changing from the old school mentality of managers of hardcore and, you know, being shouting and all that type of stuff. I think now it's about, can you be young, modern, up with the game? So I feel I've got attributes that I can offer. Yeah, and Nev's put me on that ladder, so I just keep climbing it. So when you communicate, gives all your teammates so much help, so much support. If he knows that he can go and you're right behind him, he's got no fear about what's behind him. Yeah? So the biggest thing for me is communication. For second half, mate, I thought the advice you took on, I'd have to tell you like that, bang, where was you? Every time, covered round. You know, really clever in the head and good that you took on advice. So, but everyone, yellow's fantastic. Couldn't be more proud of the yellows, especially when you're not getting much of the ball and you're running around like headless chickens. It's difficult, but no, it was a pleasure to show some pressing triggers. I really enjoyed watching you. Fantastic.
Well done, boys. Thanks
Cheers.
a lot.
Thank you.
Well done. Excellent.
Cheers.